Welcome everyone to my last video tutorial on how to automatically apply for jobs on LinkedIn. This is going to be the most difficult part of the tutorial, and I will basically go through what we have to fill in the find offers function that we make use of the submit application function that we built in the last video to make everything work. So let's go to it. The first thing that we have to do is we're going to retrieve the names of each of the job offers. So that would be the titles of the job offers. And again, we go to our web developer tools and we look what we need. So we would look for element and we will look for it based on the class. So let's just quickly say titles equal to result. So for each result that we're doing, find element by class name, job card search, should be this one, should be the one that contains the title. Sometimes it is a bit difficult to find exactly that one. Okay. So okay, so here's where the complexity comes into place. If there's more than one page, we want to find all the pages and apply for all the jobs. So we don't want to just apply for the page that we're currently at, but we want to apply for each of them. So the first thing that we're going to do is to tell our program that if there is more than one page, find the pages and apply to the results of each page. This is basically if total results that we have from before is more than 24, because 24 is the maximum amount of offers in a page. We are going to tell our program to, the algorithm that I built here, it's probably not the most straightforward that you can think of, but it has to do with what I told you in previous videos of getting into the page and retrieving this last number. And that's the easiest way that I found for doing this. So that's the first thing that we're going to do. We're going to find the last page and construct a URL of each page based on the total amount of pages. So basically we're going to tell our program, find pages, self driver, find element by class name. We are going to find the indicator for our last page, which will be this one's over here. So we're going to say here okay, and we're gonna say okay, so our total pages, it's basically the list of the pages that we currently have of find pages. And then we would convert our pages just like before into an integer so we could actually use this. Okay, so as I said in previous videos, you might have to do yourself a bit of data wrangling for this. So it could fit basically your needs. You can probably optimize the way that I did it. I did a bit of data wrangling before, so this is what it worked for me, and I'll show you later. Total pages. Okay, and then we're just going to get the last page. So driver find page element, sorry. This time by XPath, and this is gonna be a button. That it will basically contain the page. So you can see here the button is 27 over here, bottom here is 9, bottom here is 8, 7, 6. So all the bottoms have its own name. So we're just gonna say to ours area label equals to page string total pages int plus this one over here, and we're gonna send the keys. So we're gonna click on that. Keys dot return, and we're gonna put time to sleep, and we're gonna go to the last page. So driver so after we click and we go to the last page, we retrieve the last page URL. And we retrieve the amount of jobs. Okay, so this is basically, I know it's a bit difficult to understand right now, but once you're going to be implemented and seeing how your function works and how you test it out, you're going to understand better why we are doing this the way we're doing it. There are probably other ways to find jobs. I felt that for me it was easier to construct the URLs based on the last part. So this total jobs over here would be basically this number over here, and that's when we're going to start using it to use it as an endpoint. So we're going to be going 25 by 25 jobs, and we're going to use the total jobs page as the end of the amount of pages. So the next part is to actually go through all the available pages, so all the URLs that we are building, and find the job offers and apply. So we're going to say go through all available pages and job offers and apply. And please, if you have any questions on how to do more of like this part, I didn't want to specify how to, just change from the text that I retrieved from the website to an integer. This is easy to manipulate and do externally, way better than just stopping in the tutorial to do it. But if you have questions on how to do this because you find that it's a bit difficult for you to do it, just text me on my email and I will get back to you. Okay, so we're just going to say here for page number in range from 25, because we, as I mentioned before, are not going to start from the first page, but from the second one, which number here will be 25, until our total jobs plus 25, because you have to take into account all the job positions. So this is the number 650, but you have to add up the next 25 results so we can complete to 675 results. And we're going to do it in steps of 25. And then we're going to say self driver get current page plus start equals to string page number. So we're going to go through all the pages. We are going to slip a bit so we can make sure that all the elements of the web are being loaded by the time we get into applying for the positions. And then we are basically going to find, as before, each of the elements. Find element by class name, the same as before. So this one here is going to be the same element. Just going to copy that so we're not going to have any typos. And again, for result X in results, we are going to place our mouse on top of the, sorry about that. We are going to place our result there, and we are going to place our mouse on top of the results, and we are going to apply for the jobs. We just have to change a couple of names here. So the action set moves to result X. We're gonna call this X. You can name your variables better if you feel like it. I'm just gonna name it like extra, so we make sure it's not the results that we get from the current page, but the extra pages that we have. Find elements by class name, and it should be the same as well. And then for title X and titles X, apply to the job. Okay, so after doing this, what we want to do is to definitely close the session. So for that, we're going to construct another function called close session, because we don't want our program to be running forever. So this function closes the actual session, and we say end of this session, see you later, and we just do sales driver close. Okay, so this is pretty much about it for our program. What we're gonna do now is just to refine it a bit better before I test it out again. And we're just gonna make a function called, let's also add and find offers if total result is about 24. If not, let's just tell it to not go through any page, because there's basically no pages. So we're just gonna tell it if there's no other pages, just close the session here. And then now we're going to refine it, building a new function that will just do everything. So we can just call a function apply. This is a way of cleaning our main program over here. And we're just going to say apply to job offers. Ooh, thank God the control set exists for this type of situations. Self-driver, we're gonna do something here to make the process be smooth, to make sure that our elements are not gonna be confused by other elements in the page, because when the page is so small like this, it can happen that we get our program to be a bit confused. So if we have it like maximized like this, we're gonna find all the elements better spread and we wouldn't run into problems. So we're just gonna do like maximize window before, then we're gonna say self login into LinkedIn, which would be this one here. So we can remove, we're gonna say time sleep, time sleep 5. Then we're gonna say self job search. Let's also make it to sleep 5. Then self filter. Let's just make it sleep to 5. Let's find offers. Also sleep. I'm pretty sure we can do this with a for loop. I'm not going to do it now, so you can also use this to train your Python skills if you feel like. Just showcasing a bit how things will be done, but yeah, feel free to change this code. You're going to have the link in the video description, and you can play around with it. You can configure it for your own purposes, and that's about it. So this is basically everything you need for your program to work. So we're just gonna try it out and see if it works fine. Okay, so we're gonna test out now our program, and we're gonna see if it works properly. We're gonna have our terminal next to the window so we could see the outputs that we get. So it logs in, it clicks the job link, it should search by keyword. Then it should go to all filters, filter easy apply, and you should start applying for jobs. So 675 jobs. You're applying to machine learning promoted, you already applied. This one's not direct application, you already applied. Not direct application, going to next. Not direct application, going to next. And let's see once we start applying for the jobs. I was testing this for all day, so a lot of jobs I already applied directly by showcasing how to do it. So let's just see if we can get one that we can apply. You should refine this model, this algorithm, to apply for those positions where it's a bit more complicated and you have to give a bit more of data, like this one that we just see, because of course there are a lot of positions that are not going to be applied for, but it's definitely a way for you to test this out. So I wouldn't do everything for you. So look, your application is on its way. Good luck. Another one. And most of the job applications are like this one. So not a lot of them ask you for extra information if you have your LinkedIn properly set up. So let's go and see how we change pages as well. We have already applied for a job, for 4 job positions. If I wouldn't have tested before, we would have more. But yeah, so you get an idea. And please subscribe to this channel if you like the content like this. I'm working on other tutorials for you to showcase how to use Python, how to use machine learning. This one is not AI related, but RPA right now is being used in a lot of different companies to automate some of these processes. So as we can see, we already switched from page. So we are on the next page and we keep applying for job positions. So that's basically it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you like it. Subscribe. Go to my GitHub, play around with it, and please give me feedback on how would you do it. Thank you so much.